Metabolic and inflammatory response to surgery and trauma. One is inflammatory response. Initial phase. Initial phase, it is driven by the pro-inflammatory cytokines. So what are pro-inflammatory cytokines? So there are three types of pro-inflammatory cytokines that appear that cause inflammation. These are IL-1, IL-6 and TNF-alpha. So these are three pro-inflammatory cytokines. They cause inflammation. Control mechanisms. Endogenous antagonists. So these endogenous antagonists, they control pro-inflammatory cytokines. So IL-1 receptor antagonist or IL-1RA. So this is antagonist for pro-inflammatory cytokines. TNF soluble receptors, these are antagonist for pro-inflammatory cytokines. Counter-inflammatory cytokines are, so these counter-inflammatory cytokines, they counter inflammation and they counter inflammatory cytokines, they counter inflammation and they reduce and decrease inflammation. So these are antagonists of pro-inflammatory cytokines. So counter-inflammatory cytokines, these are IL-4, IL-5, IL-9, IL-13 and TGF-beta. So these are counter-inflammatory cytokines. They counter pro-inflammatory cytokines and they reduce inflammation and decrease inflammation. Specialized pro-resolving mediators or SPMs. Specialized pro-resolving mediators or SPMs. So and these SPMs, they also decrease inflammations. These are lipoxins, resolvins, protectins and marasins. Lipoxins and resolvins, they appears at the beginning of inflammation and their main function is to reduce inflammation. Protectins, these protectins are present in the brain. So main function of protectin is to protect brains and nerves. Marasins, they are also anti-inflammatory. They help clear apoptotic cells, microbial particles and debris. Outcome is balance between inflammation and resolution. That it determines recovery or complications. So this was inflammatory response. Compensatory anti-inflammatory response syndromes or CARS. Compensatory anti-inflammatory response syndrome or CARS. Definition: excessive anti-inflammatory response, it leads to immunosuppression. Risk of excessive anti-inflammatory response or immunosuppression. The risk are opportunistic infections or nosocomial infections. So what are nosocomial infections? Nosocomial infections, these infections, they take place in the hospitals. So due to immunosuppression. Other risks are sepsis and catabolism. Sepsis is response of body to infection and other diseases. Chronic critical illness, persistent inflammation plus immunosuppression plus catabolism. So what is chronic critical illness? It is persistence, inflammation, immunosuppression and catabolism. Metabolic response to injury. What are characteristics of metabolic response to injury? Rapid onset, severity linked to injury type. It is worst in sepsis, burns and trauma. It causes muscle breakdown, immunosuppression and organ dysfunction. So it is counterbalanced by the antagonist, but balance often imperfect. It can become chronic, that leading to late deaths after surgery or injury. Catabolic phase. So catabolic phase is, its duration is 24 to 48 hours post injury. So catabolic phase is its breakdown phase, breakdown of muscles and its duration is 24 to 48 hours after injury or trauma. Features of catabolic phase are hypovolemia, low metabolic rate, reduced cardiac output, hypothermia, and lactic acidosis. These are features of catabolic phase. Hormones involved in the catabolic phase are catecholamines, cortisol, and aldosterone. These three hormones are involved in the catabolic phase. One is catecholamines, cortisol, and aldosterone. Purpose of catecholamine is conserve energy and circulating volume for recovery. Hypermetabolic flow phase or SIRS. Features of hypermetabolic flow phase are SIRS is systemic inflammatory response syndrome. Its features are tissue edema, hypermetabolism, increased cardiac output, fever, leukocytosis, mobilization of energy stores for repair, risk poor glycemic control due to insulin resistance. So these are features of systemic inflammatory response syndrome. Muscle wasting mechanism via ubiquitin proteasome pathway. So muscle wasting is take place via ubiquitin and proteasome pathway. Some proteins are tagged with, it is a process in which some proteins are tagged with ubiquitin and degradation takes place with the help of the proteasome. Consequences: loss of skeletal muscles that causes weakness, immobility, and poor healing. It can also lead to pneumonia and prolonged recovery, even death, due to muscle wasting. It is exacerbated or it is increased by sepsis or prolonged catabolism. So these are side effects. Hepatic acute phase response. Positive reactants are CRP, fibrinogen is increased. CRP is basically released by the liver, and negative reactants are albumin. Albumin is decreased due to vascular leakage. Its impact: supports recovery but consume lean tissue and energy reserves. Insulin resistance. Cause of insulin resistance: pro-inflammatory cytokines. Pro-inflammatory cytokines are IL-1, IL-6, and TNFα, plus reduced glucose uptake. Its duration is 2 weeks after surgery and longer with sepsis. So its duration increases due to sepsis. Its management is IV insulin infusion. Careful to avoid hypo. Changes in the body composition. Lean body mass or LBM. It is protein plus water and minerals. Protein compartments. Skeletal muscle. It is major site of loss. Skeletal muscles is main compartment of proteins. Visceral protein mass. Visceral protein mass is liver and immune system. It result in redistribution of resources to vital organs and wound healing. Now we will discuss about key takeaways and medical terms. We will explain the medical terms used. Cytokines. Cytokines, small proteins that regulate immune and inflammatory response. SPMs, specialized pro-resolving mediators. SPMs are specialized pro-resolving mediators. These are molecules that help end inflammation. So SPMs basically they resolve inflammation and they help end inflammation and promote healing. So SPMs basically they decrease or reduce or end inflammation and promote healing. CARS are compensatory anti-inflammatory response syndrome, overactive anti-inflammatory state that leads to weak immunity. Catabolism is breakdown of muscles and fat for energy. So it is process in which muscles and fat is broken down for energy. Hypermetabolism, increased energy use after trauma. After trauma, hypermetabolism is increased use of energy. Ubiquitin proteasome pathway. So ubiquitin proteasome basically cellular system that breaks down proteins. So it is basically break down proteins that are tagged by ubiquitin. Acute phase proteins made by the liver during inflammation. For example, CRP. So CRP is basically acute phase protein that is made by the liver during inflammation process or during the inflammation. Insulin resistance. Body's reduced ability to respond to insulin. That leads to high blood sugar. We will discuss the summary of all this. After surgery or trauma, the body mounts a complex inflammatory and metabolic response. It starts with pro-inflammatory cytokines. So pro-inflammatory cytokines are IL-1, IL-6 and TNFα, and it is balanced by anti-inflammatory mediators. Mediators, they balance this pro-inflammatory cytokines. So anti-inflammatory it can progress to cause, leading to immunosuppression and infection risk. The catabolic phase conserve energy but cause muscle breakdown. The hypermetabolic phase mobilizes energy for repair but worsens insulin resistance. Muscle wasting and hepatic acute phase response reprioritize resources but weaken the patient. Effective management requires balancing inflammation, nutrition, and glycemic control to prevent complications and improve recovery.